Squidward is in Minecraft? What? Video game lost media. Ad so you can hear me? Ah, that sucks. Video game lost media. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Video game lost media. This looks interesting. This right here. I know that this is the song. This person is like a model that they couldn't find. The backrooms, and I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but let's see.
Lost media has become a pretty huge and interesting trend, especially here on YouTube, where people take these random pieces of media and try to find where they are or where they originated from. But once lost media has become a pretty huge and interesting trend, especially here on YouTube, where people take these random pieces of media and try to find where they are or where they originated from. But one specific type that I don't really see that many people talk about is video game lost media. So after
video game lost media, like video games that are like not known as much anymore. Is that what it is? I think it might be.
Doing a little bit of digging, I figured why not go through some of the most interesting video game lost media that I could find. Alright, so starting out, we got Minecraft, and holy smokes is this.
Okay, what Minecraft? So existence confirmed, lost. Okay, so there's a lot of things for Minecraft. Definitely a lot of things for Minecraft.
This game have a lot of lost media. First, we have Notch's lost secret YouTube channel. And in case somehow you aren't familiar with who Notch is none other
the creator
than the
of
creator of Minecraft himself. Now, this guy might not have the greatest reputation on.
Yeah, that's true. Holy cow. Holy cow.
But I think most people can agree that his creation of Minecraft was a good thing overall. Now, with that being said, Minecraft is a pretty old game. I mean, it was released back in
I'm finna play it later today.
And it wasn't even called Minecraft at that point. It was called Cave Game. And because it was so
Cave Game. Okay. I never knew that. I never knew that was called Cave Game.
Ago, a lot of versions and footage of the game have been lost to time. However, there was a channel with the username Nizach, which was coincidentally ran by Notch himself. On this channel, he had posted a gold mine of videos showcasing numerous test versions of Minecraft that have never been played by anyone before. His very first video of what became Minecraft was called Cave Game Tech Test, and if you look at the description of the video, it reads, "This is a very early test of an infinite miner clone."
This is a very early test of an infinite miner clone I'm working on. It will have more resource management and materials if I ever get around to finishing it. Currently runs at around 700 FPS for a 256 by 256 by 64 tile map. So blocks were called tiles. He probably was never gonna finish Minecraft or Cave Game, but he ended up finishing it not finishing it, but working on it to then sell it on Microsoft to what it has become today. Crazy stuff. Wait, June 28, 2020?
Working on. It will have more resource management and materials if I ever get around to finishing it. So yeah, little did this bald man know, Minecraft would become pretty much the biggest game in the world, making him a literal billionaire. What's interesting is that he mentions the original Minecraft being a test clone of another game called Infinite Miner, which you can clearly see is very reminiscent of
my goodness, holy cow. Yeah, this is very like old school Minecraft
and its kind of blocky sandbox style. On some of his other videos, you can see him working on mechanics like water, survival mode, adding mobs into the game, farming, mining, and crafting, which by now the game was actually called Minecraft. Even the very first Minecraft house ever being built was recorded on this channel.
That's crazy.
He had whatever this was. I don't even know what I'm looking at. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that...
Dude, what is that? Is that Doom? Is that the Doom character?
To any official release of the game. But at some point, he had a great idea and he was like, you know what? I'm going to copyright my own channel.
Oh my goodness, bro. How do you even copyright your own channel? That's yourself.
Removed every single video that was ever to be seen on it. Now, to my knowledge, it was considered lost media for a while. However, luckily, there has been other people who managed to recover these videos.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait, that's clutch. Overall, though, these videos are basically just like behind the scenes footage of
Yo, what the heck are these? So what I understand is that Minecraft was going to be a copy of a game. It's basically a copy inspired by a whole lot of games together and became its own good thing.
Minecraft, and it's really cool seeing how the game evolved from a little test clone of another game all the way to early versions of Minecraft
definitely
that we're all familiar with. But yeah, if y'all want to support a channel that won't remove all its videos, then feel free to drop a sub. Outside of Notch's lost channel, there's also been some other lost media.
Let me drop a like. Let me drop a like for this one.
That people have searched for as well, with some of them actually getting found after years or even decades later. Now this image right here is known as pec.png.
Oh, this one. So this is the. Listen to me, so you always subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. While you're at it, hit the like button. You gone this far in the video, you enjoyed the video. It's free to support me. Now let's get back to the video. This is a home screen. They're trying to find the home screen seed, and it took years and years and years, 20 plus years.
Y'all probably know if you ever played Minecraft on a computer, because this is the cover art for the default Minecraft
cover art. Yeah.
Texture pack. And for a very long time, people have searched to find this world.
Oh wait, that's the default cover art for the texture pack, not for the home screen seed.
See, just from
my bad. I messed it up. I might not be tapped in as much as I'm not. I might not be tapped in as much as I thought I would be.
Little image alone. Before I found out about this, I would have never guessed that this was even possible. First, they had to recreate what they could block by block from this image. The problem was that this image was so small at just 128 by 128 pixels that for some reason that I could not explain to you, they needed to find out the resolution of Notch's monitor, which they had to look at some of those old behind the scenes videos just to be able to guess what it was.
What the heck? Why do they need to know that?
On top of that, they also needed to find the window size for what Notch was playing Minecraft in when taking the screenshot. After that, people had to do some Einstein level math.
How is any of that information relevant?
Coding, advanced angle calculations, figuring out different terrain generation patterns, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Calculations.
Advanced angle calculations.
Figuring
out the terrain. Notice that the two sections to this formula. The first section depends on the Perlin noise generator for dirt height, which depends on the world seed and location. And the second section is that it doesn't depend on the world seed, only on the location. The key observation is the Perlin noise generator produces a smoothed out curved dirt depth and does not produce abrupt changes, which would require an abrupt change in the rate of change of dirt depth. Any abrupt changes like this you see in the world is caused by an RNG dependent from the world's seed. The image below is just a sample of the dirt heights from the front of the mountain in the pack.png. You can see the general trend in the Z direction here, that the dirt depth is increasing from 3 to 4 from left to right. However, one column of the dirt seems to be ignored in trend, which it means must have got extra height from the RNG compared to the block to its right. Additionally, X coordinates where the value from the RNG of the anomaly is higher than the value from the left to the right. Left are more likely, although we didn't end up using this fact as it's a bit too risky. This allowed us to immediately eliminate half of the possible world X coordinates of the waterfall. So you're telling me that these right here are... How do you even know that these are anomalies? This is crazy. This is crazy.
Out different terrain generation patterns and a whole bunch of other stuff that my little brain is not capable of comprehending. But finally, they were actually getting close, and with all the information they had, thousands of users had contributed their own GPU power and searching through 281 trillion.
Chad, do you know how rare that is? 221 trillion times. I'm pretty sure winning the lottery is 1 in 300 billion. Well, no, 1 in 600 billion. So, wait. Let me open calculator. Let me open calculator real quick. Let's calculate this. This could be equivalent to... Let me think of what this could be equivalent to. It could be around equivalent to around... flipping a coin and it handing on heads. Let's see how many times. So 281 474 976 710 656. Can I get the scientific? Okay. We have to type it in again because they love me. I love my computer. I love Microsoft. 976 710 656. Okay, so we have this. And then we're gonna have to go. Where is this? I can't find this stupid thing. Let's do divided by 10. Okay, no, I can't do that. Did I copy it? 281 474 976 710 656. Okay, let me copy this. Nice. Now we gotta go. I think we gotta go to a graphing calculator. No, back to scientific, and then we have to go to. Let me just do 281 trillion divided by a million. Or whatever. Divided by 2. I don't know math. I apologize.
Possible world seeds that matched their image recreation. And to everyone's surprise, they had actually found the original
not
world
surprised.
seed.
Dude, I'm not surprised. I'm going to be honest. From how much effort they were going to put in, they were going to eventually find it.
Pack.png image. That whole event happened quite a few years ago, but more recently within this past year.
Yeah. The original background of Minecraft.
Another piece of lost media that some consider to be the birth of the Herobrine hoax.
Ooh.
He is him.
This sighting alone had led to countless YouTube videos, an extremely spooked out community, and even Notch speaking on it, with there even being official Minecraft cover art with Herobrine. Now all this started with some random ass clip that came from a live stream website, and while the clip was extremely popular a decade ago, nobody could actually find where the original video was. People had been searching for years, with some even faking footage of it, and when it seemed like there was no hope left in finding the original stream, some random guy had commented on a video discussing the situation, commenting, "I had no idea this was lost media."
No way. I had no idea that this was lost media. I downloaded that stream back in the day. I've had it uploaded privately on my channel for years. I think that was nothing special. I've made the 2 video available on my channel now, as well as some Herobrine clip I downloaded from YouTube. Back in the day, 6 months ago.
I downloaded that stream back in the day. I've uploaded it privately to my channel for years, thinking it was nothing special. He then proceeded to make these videos available on his channel, pretty much solving this mystery by complete accident. Alright, I know I've been talking about Minecraft.
By just Squidward is in Minecraft? What? Wait, Squidward is in Minecraft? Wait, hold on. What? Wait, Squidward is in Minecraft. Are we being serious right now? Bro?
So for the next game with lost media, we got Roblox. Roblox is an even older game that released all the way back in 2000.
Okay, Roblox lost media is pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know there was Roblox and lost media.
2006, and unlike Minecraft.
Oh wait, the lost media was the oof zone.
Minecraft, which pretty much instantly blew up. It actually took a while for Roblox to gain any major popularity.
By the way, I started playing Roblox back in 2015.
Now, because
I gotta put that out there.
There wasn't too many people who even played Roblox back then. This caused some of the first versions of Roblox, all the way from 2003 to 2007, to be completely lost to time. And while some people have come extremely close to finding some of these versions, unfortunate things have went down, and a lot of these are still considered lost media to this day. These versions contain different parts of Roblox's lost history, with each of them having major differences between them. I mean, the first versions of Roblox were pretty much not even the same game it is today. Back in one of the 2005 versions of Roblox, the entire point of the game was using a vehicle and driving through different obstacles.
Oh, I heard about this.
Levels. It wasn't really until about 2006 though that Roblox became a more sandbox style, player controlled game that we all know today, even though it had
Roblox HQ
Jack back then. With this being said, Roblox users formed together a Discord community and server known as
Roblox Rivals is, I'm not even trolling with you, Roblox Rivals is quite literally my least favorite game on Roblox. It is so repetitive, so pay to win, and so many hackers are in that game. It's just annoying.
Being said, Roblox users formed together a Discord community and server known as the Client Search, where tons of people helped to find these lost versions of Roblox, specifically from 2006 to 2007, which many people assumed that it would be.
Dude, I wasn't even born in 2006 to 2007. I was probably not born while they're looking for all the things that they're trying to find.
Be a realistically impossible task. And after years of searching for these versions, even before the community was created,
installer found.
One member had stated, "I honestly feel like a 2006 or 2007
I would listen to a guy listening. I would listen to a guy. Oh my gosh, I would listen to a guy named Nuclei. I'm gonna be honest. Would y'all listen to a guy on a random guy on Discord with a stick-figure PNG profile picture named Nuclei? I know I wouldn't. Hey, I know I wouldn't, so I don't know why people are trusting this dude.
Is unlikely to ever show up. And 2 days later, after
They've had
that
it.
message was sent, it was finally revealed that they had coincidentally found one of these lost versions of Roblox from 2007, which is pretty hilarious considering how fast it happened.
November, that was the day there's the year it was born.
After the guy sent that message, and also how many years people have searched for that version. But even though they had just found the oldest version of Roblox yet, they were like, nah, we gotta go back further. So the first thing they did was contact none
David Bazuki,
other than the CEO of Roblox himself, David Bazuki.
Yeah, he looks AI generated. Yo, Chad, does he look?
First thing they did
does
was
he look
contact
AI
none other than
generated?
the CEO of Roblox himself, David.
He looks AI generated. I'm gonna be honest with him. He really looks really AI generated.
Bazuki. I don't know why they didn't do that before, but to
That's true.
everyone's surprise, he actually did respond. But yeah, unfortunately, he was like, yeah, we don't got any of those old versions
Oh
anymore.
my gosh, dude. Hey, at least he responded though. At least we responded.
Because he wasn't really able to help, the client search community had to resort to finding people who actually played the game back in 2006. The problem is that there was only like 11,000 people
That's
who
the
played
thing, yeah,
Roblox
very
at
little
all
people.
back then, which keep in mind was almost like 20 years ago at this point. Not to mention, this would be a Christmas fucking miracle if they were even able to keep a hard drive alive for that long in the first place.
True.
Now, surprisingly, some of these community members actually did end up finding people who played the game back.
That is extremely crazy in my opinion. Oh, we got some YouTube. We got Big Head Star Code, Big Koala Game, Billy. Wait, Billy like the Chinese website. Berezas. I heard about that person. I think he's a maker of maps or whatever. I forgot. I don't remember.
In 2006.
Let's see. Blockster. Oh, Blockster! Y'all know who Blockster is? Dude, he's insane. He's crazy.
But unfortunately, there was several issues that happened between these people. All the way from broken hard drives that would cost thousands of dollars to fix. It might not even have the 2006 client installed in the first place. To even one person who had a potential August 2006 version on their computer, which would be the closest anyone has ever gotten to finding this version of the game, but was overwritten by a January 2008 version of the game with
that sucks.
no other
That
files
sucks.
to be
That
found.
sucks.
To this day, a 2006 version of Roblox has still not been found, and members have even gone as far as to put up a bounty of over $500 to whoever can find.
Only 500? Only 500? I thought it'd be like 5,000, $10,000. But $500 for a 2006 version? Nobody's going out of their way to get that. They're definitely gonna go for $5,000 so that they risk it to then restore those hard drives.
Find it, with thousands of users still actively on the hunt today before it becomes too late and this part of Roblox history becomes lost media forever. Alright, so for this next one, we have a bit of a goofy one, and I feel like I talk about this game every single video somehow, but we got the
Let's see. Talking Tom.
mysterious and lost model.
Let's go!
Which was one of the most popular mobile games back in the day. Now, this model dates back to over 20 years ago,
That's insane. 20-year-old model.
making it one of the oldest pieces of video game lost media. So the history of this begins back when the game's creator was looking to find a pre-made model for his up-and-coming game. He ended up finding the perfect model for his
Cat cartoon, $90. Product ID 223226.
game on a website called Turbo Squid called Cat Cartoon for $90, which some of y'all may or may not recognize. So this model was uploaded by Andy Kravchenko, who actually ended up being hired later down the line by the
Later down the line by official Talking Tom.
creator of Talking Tom. Now this model was published on January 31st of 2004 and was available to purchase for 6 years before finally being taken down, which was probably because the creator of the game asked him to take it down now that the game was getting popular at the time. However, in the 6 years that it was available to the public, there was quite a handful of people who did actually get their hands on the model before it got removed. There's actually footage uploaded in 2010 that featured the Talking Tom model in a Spanish candy commercial.
Me encantan los caramelos Flim Puff. ¿Quieres uno? Pero si es un chicle. No, es un caramelo. Es un chicle. Es un caramelo. Trágalo y verás.
Other instances of old
Es un chicle. Es un caramelo.
There's probably people that have seen this before. Like, genuinely, there's probably people that have seen this before and never knew that it was Talking Tom.
Trágalo y verás.
Other instances of old footage using the model have been found
Le chat brûle.
as well, but recently the oldest video using the model had
I'm gonna predict this. It's the 3D animation student that used it for an animation commercial for a Wi-Fi company in India.
Just been found from an ad uploaded all the way.
I was right! Oh my gosh. Let's go, bro. I'm a genius, bro. I'm a genius.
Back on YouTube in 2007.
Yeah.
OnYourCall.co.uk.
Yeah.
An easy way to call anywhere in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh by dialing 0844 731 0044
Yeah.
for only 4 pence per minute. Don't forget,
only 4 per
This video
pence per
actually
minute.
just exploded in views even after being uploaded for so long.
Yes.
But what makes this particular video so important is that the animator who made this ad is still actively posting on YouTube to this day. After he discovered that he was now part of the Talking Tom Lost Media lore, he uploaded a video stating that he has 51 hard drives that the Talking Tom model could possibly be on. And being the absolute GOAT that he is, he basically is now dedicating his channel to searching for this model that has been lost on his hard drive. Since then, he's actually found more of his lost animations using the model. But yeah, it's looking like there's a good chance that one day we might actually see the original Talking Tom.
Let's go. That's insane. Nah, he's a W man. He see the business opportunity, is gonna take it. He's a W man.
Finally, the last game that I wanted to talk about with Lost Media is actually Fortnite.
Fortnite.
So going back
2011 Fortnite, Save the World.
to 2011, Epic Studios was participating in a mandatory game jam event where they needed to come up with a banger brand new game idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were like, why don't we make a horror game and combine it with elements of tower defense games?
Tower defense, okay, that's pretty weird.
And Minecraft's crafting. And this little idea led us to a project that we all know and love, Fortress Game, which was actually the original placeholder title for Fortnite. Originally, this game was actually meant to be more like realistic and spooky.
I think it's better that it didn't get realistic if you think about it, because then it won't have like the big appeal that people like. Like me personally, when I look at realistic games, I personally stray away from that. I prefer more cartoonish, more futuristic games instead of realistic post-apocalyptic games.
I mean, they said it was supposed to be like Minecraft meets The Walking Dead, which is kind of an insane
crazy.
crossover.
That's a crazy
so
thing
this
to
right here
say.
is actually the first ever screenshot.
That looks like a backrooms level. Like, what even is that thing on the bottom right?
Taken of Fortnite. There was also these screenshots of the game.
That reminds me of Dead by Daylight.
And all these came from the very
Dead by
first
Daylight.
build of the game, which is all considered lost.
2011. Holy cow. Yeah, it's definitely lost. It was for sure only it was only on like Epic employee computers, and they definitely trashed those hard drives.
But yeah, at some point they were just like, nah, let's scrap this and make it into like a cartoon art style, which is probably better if I'm being completely honest. It was definitely better. After they started cooking up a bit, they finally announced
what was that?
It's probably better if I'm being completely honest. After they started cooking up a bit, they finally
oh my gosh, it was the video, bro. It is the video.
Announced the very first ever trailer of Fortnite.
Okay.
Put the camera down, man. It's showtime. All right, clear!
Okay. That's pretty scary. I'm not gonna hold you. If I was like 11 years old seeing this trailer, I would avoid the game because it's too scary. And then that old logo is pretty bad in my opinion.
Now, back in 2022, there was actually an anonymous user who somehow had a build from 2011. He
how is that even possible? How is that even possible?
Did share footage of the build, but he never actually shared the build itself.
Yo, he is such a loser! It was definitely an Epic employee. It was definitely an Epic employee that's not supposed to have this build.
Publicly. One thing that was found in the files, however, was actually an early version of the Fortnite trailer that was not complete at all. And at the end, you got jump scared by a title that says Fortnite, which is pretty funny because it seems like this was going to be the actual name of the game before they changed it last minute. So yeah, the entire time, that guy was just gatekeeping the oldest version of Fortnite available.
What a loser.
And just because of him, that build of Fortnite is considered lost.
What a loser.
Media to this day. After those earlier versions from the Fortress game era, we then moved on to the closed test era. When this took place, Epic Games actually had people come and test the game out privately, but because they were played privately under
the gamer slouch
control of Epic, every single version from this era has been completely
exactly, because it was literally Epic themselves. They were gatekeeping the thing because they didn't want it to get out.
Lost. It wasn't until the online testing phase starting in 2014 that the community finally started to have some hope of
okay, this looks crazy different. So this is online testing. Of course, we have placeholder, low quality effects. We have the Zapatron. Okay, we have the double jump from Save the World. And then right here we got Jonesy. I've never seen this pickaxe before. I've never seen that pickaxe before. We got OG build of Jonesy. He looks more slim. Hair is more like a military cut. And day 0, difficulty 0. We have a different HP bar. Y'all can't see that. We have a different HP bar, but basically the same wood, brick, and metal texture. And let me move this back. We have essentially the same chat, and then ammo is different. Ammo is completely different.
Of being able to retrieve.
What is this extra slot right there? There's 3 extra slots right there. Is that like different trap slots? That's pretty weird in my opinion. That's really obscure.
These lost versions. This was because since it was Infinity
and then only 3 inventory spaces instead of 5.
Finally started to have some hope of being able to retrieve these lost versions. This was because since it was an open test, people were now able to download the game onto their own computers via codes or invites to the test. However, due to NDA agreements, not a lot of the info, versions, or game footage was shared around that time. However, someone did happen to be a little bit sneaky and actually shared what ended up being the earliest version.
Oh my goodness. What? Yo, he's so ugly. Jonesy is so ugly. The art style is there, but he's so ugly.
Versions of Fortnite that we have.
Oh my goodness. Yo, he needs to be on the Chop Streamer tier list right now.
Publicly available. This version of Fortnite is actually pretty close to what it
ended
is
up being actually.
In the full release, even though there isn't a whole lot to do.
Okay, Zapatron is working way differently than I expected.
Pretty cool to see though, because you can see several similarities between the game.
Oh my gosh, that dinosaur model was like probably 10 years old by now. Holy cow.
And when it actually released. So yeah, if y'all really wanted to, y'all could go download this version right now and play it for yourself.
Oh, that's
let me know what y'all think, or if y'all know any lost media down in the comments. As always, if y'all want to invest in the channel before we hit 100K, feel free to drop a sub. I'd greatly appreciate it. If y'all want to watch another video on the channel, feel free to click here. But yeah, peace.
W. No, that was a W video. That was honestly a W video. Video game lost video by 808 Sabian. W video, honestly, extremely good video. I learned quite a bit. I knew some of the things, but I didn't know there was Roblox lost media. I didn't know there was Minecraft lost media like that. And then what was the other one? Let me look back. There's Fortnite, and then it's just Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite. 3 big games that have lost media. Pretty good basis of the thing. Honestly, I learned quite a bit from that. I learned quite a bit from that video.